So today's video is going to be a disassembly on the Artisan Mini Tradition. Now, this is not just a plain titanium on either side and the clip. The anodization was done by my good buddy, if I'm saying it correctly, Quasi. His Instagram is at EDC_11. You write out 11. And please go give him a follow. He does some awesome anodization work. And he's overall a really good guy. And this knife is going to a very special home very soon, hopefully. This knife came to me first, and we are doing a pass around with Scott Big Bore Williams. He has a YouTube channel. It's Big Bore Knife and Gear. And Carlos EDC, same thing on Instagram and YouTube. So, in the review, I will tell you why this knife is so special. So first off, with Artisan, they have a special pivot. Hoping I can show it off. Yeah, right there. You can see that there are 4 lines. Oh, that's so much better. You can see the 4 lines. It's the exact same on the other side as well. So, what you are going to need is a flathead and a T6 on the back screws. So I will be using my Howme Weehaw kit. It comes with a Y-bit, Phillips head, flathead, star bits, true star bits, Torx bits that are security bits. Yeah, you can see the hole in that one. You put that back in the right way. Some Allen's, a spanner bit, and a triangle bit. So I will just take the bigger flathead. Yeah, it fits really good in there. And a T6. I'll put that up to the side. I need to remember, yeah. There. You have to be very careful. I just held on to the wrong part. Oh man. That is a lot of Loctite. I will tell you that I disassembled this once before, and that amount of Loctite is because of me, so I will not be putting any extra thread locker on there. Always use the blue 242 for the Loctite brand. Permatex also works very well. So yeah, that pivot screw's gonna need a cleaning. I might as well put the bit with the right screw, right? Yeah. Those had the right amount of thread locker on them. So right now, the knife is disassembling itself. And there you go. I absolutely love his anodization. It has a really great texture on it. I don't know if that's from the anodization process or not, but the titanium has a very nice feel. It's not too slick. It actually has a little bit of texture. We'll put the stop pin back. So this knife has seen quite a fair bit of use, so I'm just going to put that up there. It has seen quite a fair bit of use, as I was saying. Alright, there we go. So this pivot, the very first time I took it apart, it did not want to come out easily. So I will just make sure to, I would just make sure to make this only go if sometimes it wants to move, sometimes it doesn't, but the tolerances are so tight on this knife, I can't even tell you. So now that the knife is disassembled, I will take my isopropyl alcohol, pour it onto a little rag, and I will clean off the blade, especially in the pivot area. I haven't put this knife to hard use, but honestly, for every task that I've needed with this blade, it just did it very well. Clean off that. And this is a ceramic detent ball. Hopefully I can, yeah, I can get it in the light. This is ceramic detent ball, along with ceramic bearings. Alright. Now that the knife has been cleaned, let's put it back together, shall we? So I use a Hoppe's Hops, well, Hoppe's or Hops, number 9 lubricating oil. It is a gun oil that I've found that works just absolutely well on the actions. Put the stop pin back in. There we go. Just another thing I like to do, I like to put some oil on the detent ball hole. So that it's just a tiny bit smoother. Put another drop there. There, it clicked into place. Now the centering was, oh yeah, I'm just gonna open that because it just wants to keep pushing. Now, the centering wasn't completely perfect when I got it, and I don't expect every single knife to be completely centered, but you'll see in my review how much this knife costs, and you may be the judge. So I will clean off the pivot a tiny bit. The hardware is stainless steel. There we go. Might be a little bit easier to get it started. Yeah, it's just a little off center. Gonna back that off just a tiny bit. And now I will put in the other screws. Now, these screws are fairly shallow, so I'm not going to crank on them too hard, because you don't want to strip any screws on a knife that you can't get it done by yourself. So I'll just tighten that up a bit. Check for blade play. I really don't feel any blade play. I'll back that off just a little bit. Now there's some blade play. Let me put that in camera. This knife just absolutely fires out. And I don't expect this thing to be completely drop shut like a Norseman, because the blade is only 3 inches. So it's a fairly light blade, but I dig it. Fairly easy to disassemble and maintain. And I hope you guys liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me, please, tell me what you guys want to see more of. If you want to see more of the tools that I use, the more of my setup, my sharpening setup, and where I store my sharpening supplies and maintenance supplies. Man, is that knife just absolutely smooth. Alright, thank you guys.